exactly where he said it would go.
There you go. That's why I like to play with the leaners now. They're a challenge to see if I can put them right where I want them, and that was right where I wanted it. In between those two big trees. So I cut back to see if I could get rid of rot. And from the appearance here, the rot's getting worse as it's carrying on. I want to see how far the rot is going to go. If the rot keeps going, I'm cutting them into 18-inch lengths so they can turn into firewood if I can't use them. They're going to make great seats for around the fire.
This is interesting. What's that?
That is from wind shake. These are big trees and the wind catches them because they're so high. And because they're moving and twisting in the wind, they crack. And this one happened a long time ago, and it tried to heal itself. And that's what they do, is they just put sap towards an injury like that to heal themselves. But the crack really doesn't go away, as you can see, but they seal it on the outside. And they can live, as you can see, a long time with that sort of thing. All right, I'm going to keep cutting until I run out of rot or we have nothing but firewood. That's carrying on and getting worse. So let's see where it leads to. I think we've gotten past it. I think I can cut a beam out of that. We'll see what it's like after I mill it and get the beam. Sometimes I have to keep cutting down and down, and sometimes I just have to throw it in a fire pile. But I try not to waste any wood. And as you can see, for those of you that think only pine get the blue ring, this is obviously a spruce, and it's getting the blue ring.
So this is not a pine beetle, it's a spruce beetle.
This is a spruce beetle, a bark beetle.
A bark beetle.
That got this tree. So, all right. Well, I got my measuring tape, and we'll cut some lengths out of it. We'll see what we can get. I try to get measure down to the small end where I can still get a 10 by 10, and then 16.5 footers after that. And we'll delimit and get all these branches to the fire. This will make a nice axe throwing target.
Oh, will it?
That's what I'm doing with the big stump. I'll be able to use them.
Oh, for axe throwing for the summer.
Yeah. For a tree that's been dead and standing for so long, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. I'll be able to get some material out of it. Well, we'll do 37. That gives me a couple of feet to play with. And I can get a good 12-footer out. Make a beautiful 6x6.
So that last one, I couldn't hear you because of the chainsaw, but you said that came to what length, this last one?
This one, I was saying that hardly any waste at all, because that's the 16.5 feet I cut them to.
Perfect.
Yeah, and I can make a 6x6 out of that. And it'll have a crack, but for what I'm using 6x6s for, it really doesn't matter. Well, dropping big trees like that is the fun part, because the challenge is to get them to drop exactly where you want them to. Not off a little bit, not this way or that way, but to just nail it. What a day. This is paradise. I brought your chair for the fire. So living in the middle of the wilderness, there's nothing more important than fire safing around where you live. Because if it burns down, People say, oh, you can rebuild. What do you rebuild with? Because it'll be all burnt. Do you really want to live in a burnt out forest? Or do you want to save your forest and keep it looking like this? This is my goal. Flopping around, hitting me in the nutsack.